Today, join us on the highway to hello. Let's just say that Cort is going to be thunderstruck. What's under the shroud? Surprise, it's a guitar. Hello, Cort.
Hey, Mike, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right.
I have a guitar here. What do you think it is by looking at it?
You know what? I'm going to guess that it's a Gretsch.
Oh, are you?
Because it's ridiculous. Well,
This is like the 8th time you've guessed it's a Gretsch.
if I just keep doing that,
You will get it right
at some
eventually.
point I will be right.
You ready to see what it is?
Yeah, this is like pretty much my favorite part of the week. So get to
It's
see
mine
a guitar
too.
that
I like-
I have no idea what it is, and usually it's some pretty good shit. So let's see what it is.
Okay, well, surprise. It is a Gretsch.
It is a Gretsch.
And you know what it is.
Malcolm.
That is the Beast. Malcolm Young, AC/DC.
It
So
looks pretty cool.
obviously, this is a Gretsch, so congrats. You're correct on it being a Gretsch.
So the first things that we kind of see is that there are missing pickups, obviously. And so that means there's one which looks like a TV Jones kind of vibe or something like that.
Well, it actually is a TV Jones. It's a TV Jones Powertron pickup in the bridge. Powertron.
We got a big, not even Bigsby, but like its own wacky tremolo that's obviously been canned. So what he gets is the longer string length and tension from having some unique, weird ass tailpiece.
Yeah, that's right.
And what's this top?
That's a spruce top. So it's a mahogany body, mahogany neck, spruce top, ebony fretboard.
I like it. And because there's no common inlays or mappings to know where you are on the fretboard, makes sense because he's not up there playing all the solos. I mean, if you're playing A, C, and D and C, then you don't need that stuff, right?
That's true. They're minimalist inlays. So it's basically like a straight Amity board, which is nice.
Some fancy Gretschy knobs.
Yep.
And then we have these, which must have been old knobs that he patched up with some rivets or
Upholstery tacks. He used upholstery tacks.
All right.
But that's exactly right. Those are the old holes that were covered up.
I thought upholstery tax was the additional money that you paid when you bought a couch.
No, TACKS.
Got it.
Hey, just a quick reminder to please like, subscribe, and to share this video, and to ring the bell. Now, back to the show. So yeah, go for it.
No, there's too much to say here.
Okay.
Hey, Malcolm's awesome. Kind of an unsung hero because his brother is so flamboyant and leadish. They know who has the chops, and definitely Malcolm Young and all the riffage that goes there with the very rock and roll, deliberate, powerful, punctual,
strong attack.
Yes.
In the way that he played. Yes. Very percussive playing.
Exactly. So just an awesome dude that was a little bit less in the spotlight, but was amazing. And we lost him a couple years ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago. Yeah. 3 knobs, 1 pickup. What do the 3 knobs do?
Do they push pull? Probably not.
They don't. No.
That wouldn't be his style.
That wouldn't be his style, exactly. Because minimalist Malcolm Young, it is in fact another volume knob. There's 2 master volume knobs. It's a redundancy. It's the same knob twice.
Redundant knobs.
That's the new name of the show.
Yeah. Okay, so it's super, well, okay, so it's
light.
Hollow body, semi-hollow body, whatever. But one thing about the Young brothers is that they are tiny people.
Yes, that's right. They're small guys.
But pretty cool, man. Yeah, just a really nice, unique, bloody guitar.
I think it's actually a work of art. I think it's beautiful. It's iconic. It is one of a kind, and it just speaks to the guy that played it. You know, this guitar is synonymous with Malcolm Young.
Cool. Well, made in Japan? Is that where this guitar is made, or is that just a sticker to make it look like his?
No, this guitar was made in Japan.
Okay.
All Gretsch guitars are made in Japan. I mean, their flagship models are made in Japan. So do you have some AC/DC riffs up your sleeve?
I have a couple, but maybe not enough. Might have to do a little bit of...
Well, maybe do some homework.
Some homework, Jesus.
Learn a couple more riffs, but I'm assuming that you would like to play it.
I would love to play this. I want to hear this. And it's a Gretsch. Finally!
It's finally a Gretsch. So Cort is going to take it away. He's going to brush up on some of his AC/DC riffs. But in the meantime, story time. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Storytime. You've heard me say they do not come much more iconic than this one more than once now, but we just keep getting our hands on icons. Sue me. Sue us. Actually, sue Cort. Today, we have the Beast, the quintessential hard rock guitar wielded by none other than Malcolm Young of AC/DC. Malcolm was perhaps more important to the AC/DC sound than anyone else, even though he was constantly being upstaged by this guy. And then this guy, and later this guy, leaving him as Malcolm in the Middle, the original. But that was Malcolm's style. He didn't need to be a flamboyant showman, he just needed to hold things down with his crunchy riffage. And the vast majority of that awesome riffage came from this guitar, the Beast. While his brother Angus was a Gibson man, Malcolm was a Gretsch man, and thank God we finally got a Gretsch for Cort. But the guitar that we see here today started life looking quite different. For one, it was red. Sometime around 1973, Malcolm received his red Gretsch Jet, say that 3 times fast, from a member of his brother's band, the Easy Beats. And when I say brother, I don't mean Angus, it was a different brother in another band. Shortly thereafter, Malcolm made his first modification, installing a Gibson PAF pickup in the middle position. And if you want to know more about PAF pickups, refer to our previous episode where we covered them extensively. Then in 1977-ish, Malcolm went to town. Who needs a flashy red guitar? Not our Malcolm. Who needs 3 pickups? Not our Malcolm. Who needs 2 pickups? Not our Malcolm. Who the f is this guy? Not our Malcolm. He stripped the paint job to reveal the natural maple top and removed the neck and middle pickups. Initially, he covered them with pieces of a white pickguard, but later said f it and removed those as well, leaving the empty pickup cavities exposed. He took this thing down to the barest of bare bones. No pickguard, no color, 1 pickup, 3 knobs, 1 tone, and 2 volume. And yes, the volume knobs are both master volume, which is the only unnecessary thing on this guitar. The original switch cavities were capped over with upholstery nails, and the tailpiece was altered a few times. Our version features a tremolo tailpiece, but with no trem arm. You think Malcolm was gonna twang around with a whammy bar? No way. And to finish off his signature sound, Malcolm plugged the Beast directly into a Marshall head and cabinet. No pedals, nothing. Straight in and cranked up to 11.
The numbers all go to 11.
This combo, combined with Malcolm's percussive playing style, is responsible for some of the most memorable riffs in history. And yeah, that's Malcolm's isolated guitar track, and it's really sweet. The Beast was his #1 guitar, and not just played in the studio, but live as well. Now, I would have been far too scared to take a guitar of that stature out on the road, but it's perfectly emblematic of a guy like Malcolm Young, the embodiment of working class rock and roll. Nothing fancy, just balls out power. Sadly, Malcolm is no longer with us. He passed away in 2017. Now, thankfully, his music lives on. And in this case, so does his guitar. So, what's the Beast gonna sound like? There's only one way to find out.
All right, welcome to Tone Check. And today, I must have missed the memo, because what's happening?
Well, it's AC/DC episode, Angus and Malcolm. So you got Malcolm, I got Angus. The Young Brothers, AC/DC.
That's fair, but I think for today, we'll let Malcolm keep the spotlight.
All right.
So, all right, welcome to Tone Check. And today, we've got the Beast. Okay, first and foremost, quite a light guitar, and I'm sure that has a lot to do with being a semi-hollow body and also having all its guts removed. First weird thing is there's 2 volume knobs. Okay, so the Beast, we've got these weird upholstery tacks, which looks kind of cool. We've got 1 TV Jones pickup in there, which is nice. It's nice to be simplified when you're a rhythm guitarist and you just have 1 pickup to work with. So let's get into it. AC/DC, first and foremost, are one of the top rock and roll bands because everyone in the band does exactly what they need to make the song hit. And their songs are almost kind of like danceable and always have a groove and a swagger. So you get these really punctuated chords, and a lot of that is because of Malcolm and his rhythm capabilities, his songwriting, and just hitting that groove, always hitting that groove. In this song, the fun thing is when you're playing the D, they get this, I guess, F sharp, which is very important. If you played it as power chords, it'd be like, it might almost sound like when you're playing this F sharp that you want to play D. You might play the chorus like, but it's kind of wrong. You need also the descending note. Know what I mean? So it's cool. It's little things like that where they just, look, the guy played open chords all day long. A, D, E, all the time. G, C, B. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. F, not so much. Anyways, he's hitting those, but he's doing smart things like that to get a certain vibe across that you wouldn't if you were just playing it like this. The one thing I like about that, and the tricky thing almost of getting the time of that arpeggio, if you want to call it that, is the... play that note twice. So I kind of like that. It's a little tiny piece of it all, but it kind of nice with the arpeggio going up and down, but dun, 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 dun. It's kind of cool. So let's play a Bon Scott song, because he was great. Both their lead singers, awesome. So let's play a little Pull Out a Rosie, and for this one I'm going to need some assistance. All right, how do we do this? How's it going out there? We're looking at AC/DC and the four guys all doing the perfect thing for the song. What they do really well, and what you get with these syncopated chords that they often play, is just space. You could fill the space and try and do as much as you can, but a lot of the times it's what you don't play. You give space to each other, like the drums are always straightforward and deliberate. These punctuated guitar riffs, same thing. And then the singing just rocks. So you put that all together and you get AC/DC, one of the best bands of all time. Hit it. I'm not going to play them all perfectly because I don't, and I'm just exploring the guitar. Yeah, so that's a good example where you could play, you can almost rhythm too much there, like. And it just wouldn't be the same. You need to just hit it and shut up. And that was fun too because they got a little bit of arpeggios in there. Very straightforward and simple, but everybody knows that song. And if I think of being a little kid and seeing that music video, like, awesome. That's your introduction to the band, which probably was mine. You're like, who the hell are these guys? And why are they so awesome? And I believe Malcolm's sporting this guitar in that video.
Hey, quick reminder to please like, subscribe, and to share this video. And now, back to Tone Check.
And speaking of music videos, and if I have to think about it, maybe the first one I saw was Jailbreak, and that is two different singers, so probably around the same time, early 80s. And Jailbreak rocks as a music video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I know in that one, Malcolm is playing this puppy and it's red. Go check it out. Cheers to Bon Scott as well. Hell, cheers to the whole band. All right, so overall, I totally dig this guitar. It's got a vibe, it's got a history to it, so that when you're holding it and you're playing AC/DC riffs, great vibe, great history to this guitar, and it's just cool in your hands. It plays really well. I mean, the guy played it for 40-something years for a reason. And the other thing is that if you watch this show for a while and you've seen the reveals, I used to always ask, is this a Gretsch? And Mike finally got a Gretsch, and it's an awesome one. The Beast. Kudos. Good job, Gretsch. Thanks for watching. Cheers, and I'll play you out.
The Young Brothers, AC/DC.
I think today we'll let Malcolm get the spotlight for once.
Oh, hell's bells.